From Southern Alberta's own award-winning news station, this is Newswatch. With Dale Hunter, Rhonda Carlson, and Jeff Yurkovich.
Good evening.
And thank you for joining us. Well, taking a flight out of Medicine Hat can often be an adventure for travelers and a costly one too. A new survey shows delays and canceled flights are common at our airport and can be a very frustrating experience.
Air Canada is the principal airline servicing our city and is currently without any serious competition. About a year ago, Peace Air and more recently Hawk Air tried to provide alternatives for travelers, but both services had to ground their planes. Now local groups are trying to lobby Air Canada to step up to the plate. Kyle Bax has the story.
Every year, Michele Josie organizes flights for over 200 international students to come and study at Medicine Hat College. She says many of those students travel up to 35 hours as they make the trip from as far away as Asia. But when they arrive in Medicine Hat, they often run into problems.
They're held up in customs. Sometimes they have long layovers in Calgary waiting for a flight to Medicine Hat, but we're finding oftentimes there's not enough room on the airplane to carry all of the students' luggage.
It turns out to be a disorienting situation for many international students and a hassle on their first day in our city.
The students are going to homestay families in the community and are arriving with nothing to sleep in, nothing to brush their teeth with, etc. So it can be difficult for a student that's away from home for the first time.
Hoping to make changes with the airline service, the Chamber of Commerce met with Air Canada officials last month and have since compiled a new survey to present to the carrier.
These are life experiences that are happening, not always very pleasurable.
The survey shows close to 90% of Hatters flew out of our city last year, many of which took to the sky multiple times. A staggering statistic shows over 80% of respondents say they run into difficulties with Air Canada, including mechanical problems, delayed flights, or even flights cancelled completely. The survey also shows Hatters are nearly unanimous in their opposition to ticket prices charged by Air Canada. Officials at our airport tell us they're working on a separate survey to present to Air Canada that details just who is using the airline and for what connections. Meanwhile, the Chamber says based on their survey, Hatters deserve better.
It comes down specifically to it's costing them more money because a lot of them the service flight isn't working with their needs, so they're having to drive to Calgary, for example, rather than being able to fly out of here.
And that's exactly what the college is having to do lately. They say roughly 75% of their international students now choose to take the Greyhound bus to and from Calgary instead of flying.
You can't charge the kind of money that you do to students and not, expect to have them receive their luggage at the end of the day.
Kyle Bax, Newswatch.